Alright guys, so this may come as a surprise to you or not. Most of my students suffer from slice. They are over the top golfers. And every player is a little bit different, and there are numerous cues and triggers that can help get that club shaft back on a better plane and reduce that out to in path significantly, which is going to stop the club face opening up as much, which of course, as we all know, creates that dreaded slice. So what are some of the most confident uh, or most efficient ways I've resolved downswing feels in the past? Well, recently we helped a student get from negative 15.8 degrees left to about negative 4 degrees out to in, which is a night and day difference, as you I'm sure you can understand. And this is how we did it. This was him originally. Okay, Cub would travel back to backswing on a relatively decent plane. Elbow was a little high for my liking because that's obviously the start of the problem. And then from here, everything was a little too rigid and tight here, shoulders protracted. And what would happen was the chest would square up right away, square to open up right away. Okay, there's your out to in. So to combat that, I encouraged him to not worry so much about rotation. Now, rotation is a word that I use a lot, golf instructors use a lot, announcers on TV use a lot. So I understand rotation is important. The trouble is, in my opinion, that it's utilized far too much and also in the very, very worst places. Trackman's GC quads, they don't measure what's really going on up here. They measure what's going on down there. So that indicates to me that rotation happens an awful lot later. So this is the pre-swing. This is the swing I had to work with. Elbow a little high, chest rotating over the top. Yuck. Not fun at all. The solution for him particular, now I understand this isn't going to work with everybody, nor should you prescribe it to everybody, but I wanted the player to feel like at the top of the backswing, they had a lot more distance at the top in their backswing. They were stretched a lot more. Their arm was a lot more relaxed here. Then I wanted them to feel that their right shoulder, right hip, as it should be, is behind the left hip and left shoulder. Now, if we can feel like the club just falls down here, okay? Just weightless. It just falls, but keeps the same structure, okay? The wrists aren't flipping. I'm just lowering, okay? So it's just falling out of the sky. I'm not pulling. It's just falling. As it falls and it gets to about waist high, then we turn. So if you can create that feeling and maybe even do this drill, this was very helpful also. Turn, fall, 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 turn, okay? And if you can loop that feeling over and over again, you're going to realize that the turn doesn't take place up here. Far from it. The turn takes place from here. And you cannot do this drill enough. Full, full, turn. You see that ball is now starting straight and turning left. And it's not an easy drill to time up. But we can do it over and over again until suddenly we normalize that position. Too often I see a player try something, hate the feeling of it, reject it. Gone, wrong, can't do it, won't do it, it's going to make me worse. You have to trial and error, embrace change. Don't panic when strikes go away, which they will, because you're suddenly going to be in an unorthodox position. The trouble is, your orthodox position was horrendous. So now you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable until the shots even themselves out, and they will. They always do. Trust the process. Don't panic. Have some fun with it. Fall and turn. Good luck.